Welcome back, Joe,
Hey,
and welcome back, Tendies.
that's right.
So not a lot's happened since the last time we recorded, but let's talk about it anyways.
Okay.
So let me grab my notes, but tell me about what you did yesterday.
Me? I don't remember. Let me think.
I mean, your daughter's a champion.
Oh yeah, I went to Round Valley and my daughter was in a soccer game.
Soccer tournament, if you will.
Tournament, I guess.
And they're champions,
And
regional champs.
yeah, and they are champions. So went and did that. That was a good time. How about you?
Yesterday, I was at my mother's wedding.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Went to good old Luna, New Mexico,
Right. What was
middle of
that?
nowhere. It was fine. I went over in the morning. We took family pictures. After family pictures, Tally and Jack went to go watch Kaya play some soccer, and then I tried to set up my mother's internet,
Yeah.
but nobody over there knows quite what they need.
Yeah.
So I was short quite a few materials. So we're about 75% of the way done.
All right.
So unfortunately, they still don't have Wi-Fi, but
Oh,
it'll get there eventually.
yeah, I will.
Yeah. Um. Actually, Colby, since we're recording this, welcome, by the way. I see a monster can up on that shelf. Can we get that in the shot? They are. This episode is brought to you by Monster, Bread and Basics, and another sponsor that is coming your way during the ad read.
I have no idea what we're talking about. There is no way I can be on a YouTube thing and do this.
No, Joe, it's all right. This,
I'm telling you, there's no way I can do this.
hey, this isn't one of those
Trey
super
doesn't
chats.
know me well enough.
I'm figuring it out day by day. That's okay. All right. Well, hey, since we're on the YouTube and it's a little more, it's a little different, right? Let's go ahead and start with something easy, something we've always done.
All right.
We'll start with our draft.
Oh.
So this time I sent you ahead of time the topic. So whether or not you put your list together, that's fine, but at least you had some time to think about it.
All right.
So today's draft, we're drafting best apps on your phone.
Best apps.
All right. And typically you go first, and I think we'll keep that going today.
Okay. Best apps.
Yes. And if you want to pander to the audience and go with apps you think are the best, great. Or if you want to just go with apps that you personally think are the best, go for it.
I don't know how I could pander to the audience about that, but I'll go with Twitter. Twitter's a good one.
Excuse me?
Twitter.
What are you talking about?
Twitter. Oh, you talking about X or whatever?
X, there we go.
Okay, all right.
Oh, X, yeah.
Yep. I'll go with that.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know. Maybe that's the only place I get my news about.
Which is the best place to get your news?
I guess. I don't know. I like to get my news nowhere, but
of course.
But I know what you mean. Other than that, it's probably the funniest app of all the apps when it comes to mostly follow like what comedians and stuff. Not really other stuff too, but
I apologize for
that's about it for me.
I apologize for making you say X, but that goes back to our first episode when we were
that's right
talking busts, and I needed to draw attention to that.
That's right.
Big time callback.
Yep.
All right. So you went X. I'm gonna go ahead and go Instagram. I think for my generation, I think Instagram still has a little bit of its hold as like, if you want to know what's going on in someone's life, that's where you go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Instagram.
Okay, Instagram. I'll go the off key. I don't know.
Off the path.
Apps.
He's got to go into his phone to find them.
Well, I don't even really know what apps are. So that's one problem. So I'll go with the Patreon app.
Patreon app.
Yeah, actually, that one works. That's a good app if you find some shows that you like.
Yeah. My favorite podcast has a Patreon.
Do you subscribe to it?
I subscribed to it for about 5 minutes because it was free. And then once it was going to make me pay, I got out.
Oh, gotcha. So you don't support them?
No.
Okay.
No, but that's a good one. I won't give you too much crap for that one. Number 2, If you're an Android user, I'm sorry, you're not going to know what I'm talking about here. This is an iPhone exclusive. I'm going to go the Wallet app.
Okay, I don't. Yep.
So if you're an Apple Pay user, that's where you go put in your debit card and you can use Apple Pay. That has saved Tally and I so many times. I can't tell you how many times we go to McDonald's, we forget our cards, and we get up to the window and it's like, and then boom, Apple Pay. Most places accept it. The one place that's kind of big that doesn't, that kind of is rough, is Walmart.
Okay.
But I know that some Walmarts in the Midwest have started to unroll it, so I bet you it's on its way here.
All right. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. So the Wallet app.
The Wallet app.
It saved my life more than once.
I don't have it, but
you do have it. It's a pre-downloaded app.
I don't use it, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll say the phone app because I use my phone.
That's a very similar vein to what my number 3 was going to be.
What?
I was going to go FaceTime.
Okay.
Another iPhone exclusive.
Yeah. We'll intertwine it with messages, text.
Our joint pick is messages.
All right.
Yeah. No, but FaceTime, I'm going to explain that one just a little bit. Jack, when he's having a rough go of it, he loves to hear like the ring of like the FaceTime because it's a little bit more, it's distinct. It has its own sound.
Yep.
He gets so excited to hear the ringing of FaceTime because he knows if he's with mom, dad's on the other end, or vice versa. If he's with dad, then mom's on the other end.
Right.
So that's his favorite thing.
Right.
It's bailed me out as a parent.
Nice. Do I still have a last one?
Yes, you have a number 4.
All right. I like the game Dots because I play it with Kaya every Sunday. So I'll go Dots.
Okay. I think I've seen you guys play it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really fun. This one I'm going to pander to the Lyman family.
Okay.
I'm going to go Slack.
Oh, yeah.
So I figured that would be a good one to throw out there so that if there are any Lymans listening, they'll know what it is. Yeah. Most people know it as just like that's the app that their business uses to communicate. That's the app that the Lyman family uses to communicate.
There you go.
So, yeah. All right. So, Joe.
Are you a weather app guy?
I am.
I'm not.
When I say that I am.
I think the last time I opened my weather app was when I went to New York City.
Oh, really?
I think. Let me see. I think it.
And that was what, late 2016, early 2017, somewhere around there?
I don't even remember.
Tally?
2018.
2018.
So
I was thinking that was your senior year.
No, that's not true. I have used it since then. But no, I never do. I always forget I have it.
I have the widget for it. Joe, do you know what a widget is?
No.
It's like the smaller more like microscopic version of a widget or of an app. I apologize.
Okay.
So like for example, right here. So I have my weather app, but see how right here on my home screen it's showing that's a widget.
Okay.
So like I don't have to open my weather app, but wherever I'm at, it'll tell me the temperature of where I'm at.
All right.
So that's a widget. Just kind of shows the app, but on your home screen, and it'll show you like what it's going to show you if you click in on it.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So
I have learned.
Joe, take advantage of the widgets, and I can help you with that too.
Yeah, I bet I never do, but.
Tally, are you done with those net worths? Yeah. Okay. Joe, we're going to play the net worth game.
All right.
I put together a list. I haven't seen it.
Let's do it. You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it. I sent the list of names to Tally.
Okay.
Or like I know the names. I haven't seen the answers.
Okay.
I sent the list over to Tally in a shared note and told her to type it in. And so after we throw out our guesses, we'll go out and double check.
All right.
So number 1, we need to know the net worth, Joe, of Brock Purdy, 49ers quarterback from Arizona.
Yeah, he's gonna have like a net worth of like 6.2 mil.
I was in the neighborhood of 5.5. So I bet you were somewhere close. I was gonna say like it's probably not all that much, but he just took him. Was that the Super Bowl or to like the NFC Championship or whatever? He took him pretty far, being a rookie, being a no name, being a so. But yeah, I'm gonna say 5.5. You said 6.2.
Yep.
Cool. Kyler Murray.
Oh wait.
We're
going on to Kyler.
Yeah.
Well.
It's not as exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So Brock Purdy is 6 million.
All right. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
Now, who'd you
Now
say?
Kyler Murray.
Okay, so we already know his contract and what that is, but I think they take all that to account. Like, I think they take taxes and all that, or they try to, because if they didn't, there would be certain people who you would think would be listed a billionaire that aren't, and that's the reason why. So
Yeah.
I would say, all that said, Kyler's worth 80 million.
Ooh, it's higher than I was gonna say 50.
50, okay.
Yeah, 50 million. So if I go to my list here, 40.
Oh, really?
Yep.
All right. He's
I'm
poor.
trying to.
I didn't know he was poor. That's funny.
He spends a lot of his money on Call of Duty,
Yeah.
which is fine. Listeners out there, let me tell you a little something. Everyone hates on Kyler Murray for being a guy that wants to play Call of Duty. You have to remember, other than going to practice and watching film,
The man just plays football.
he plays football.
Yeah.
He's not married.
Yeah.
Like, he has zero responsibility. What do you guys want him to do? Sit around and watch, Price is Right?
Yeah. That'd be cool.
It would be cool of him.
It'd be fun to watch.
Game Show Network would love that, but he's he's a good gamer. He's a part of like a gamer team.
So he's worth 40 mil?
Yeah.
All right. What else?
All right. Next name.
I was way off on that one.
Let me get back into the list here. Okay, David Spade.
Oh, Spade's going to be quietly worth a lot of money because he has quite a few shows that have gone into syndication, including Just Shoot Me.
So Joe, I'm going to need you to explain to me, what does syndication mean?
So syndication's like if a show goes into a certain amount of seasons. So
Okay.
let's say 4 or 3, but let's say 4. And then the show comes to an end, and then of course if it gets replayed on TV, that's called syndication. Then you get paid every time.
Oh, so royalties.
Depending on the deal. Yeah, it's just called syndication or
Gotcha.
royalties. Yeah, that's true. Jerry Seinfeld's got like one of the most famous, one of the best deals ever made because he owns Seinfeld, him and Larry David, which is very rare. But anyway, so who are we saying?
David Spade.
Oh, Spade.
I almost said Jerry Seinfeld.
All right, so like I said, Just Shoot Me, and then all those movies, including pretty recently. I mean, that Missy movie, that one killed it. That was like number 1 for a long time.
Which movie?
The Something Missy. What was it called? It came out about 4 years ago. Anybody remember that David Spade movie?
Yeah. Does anybody here know what we're talking about?
What's that? If you look it up, you'll see. What I can't hear them.
None of them knew.
Yeah, it's probably like 4 years old. It was a Netflix thing that kind of was real big. But anyway, I'm gonna say he's worth 100 million.
I was gonna say somewhere in the 350 million.
All right.
Oh, The Wrong Missy is what it's called.
The Wrong Missy, yeah.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that movie was like, I don't know if they consider it number 1 these days when it comes to streaming, but it ended up being even kind of a surprise hit. By the way, Spade, underrated stand-up comedian. If you're a stand-up fan, that dude, he kills. Also, he's got a good podcast with Dana Carvey.
Fly on the Wall.
Fly on the Wall. That one's good. I skip around. They got some boring guests. But
yeah, typically I only listen to those episodes that have guests that I would be
that are dudes. I know what you mean. Yeah, I skip the females too, but it's joking. No, they
I listened to the Tina Fey one. Come on.
Oh, I mean, obviously I'm joking. Most of females in the last like 20 years, most of like the strong cast are females, if you think about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know a whole lot about the last 20 years. But I'm just thinking Tina Fey. I'm thinking oh, what's her face? She's hilarious. She went on to do like a bunch of movies. Yeah, who's that? But yeah, her too. And then anyway, there's pretty strong cast. But I don't watch SNL, so
yeah.
Who watches SNL? I don't know. I guess you watch clips.
Hey, listeners, if you're watching SNL, let us know, because There's Pete Davidson, I think, is like the main guy now.
Well, no, Pete was Pete was just
Oh, is he
on.
not? I
He
thought.
was on as a guest like a week ago. I was
Oh, man.
gonna check that one out, but I didn't.
Gotcha. Never mind. Trey doesn't know anything about SNL.
So Pete Davidson, I don't think he's very funny, but I will say that Pete has one of the best recurring characters on SNL in the last like long time of all time. It's that Chad character. That kills.
Yeah.
I love that character.
All right.
But he
get back
himself, meh. And then
Oh.
that King of Staten Island movie.
Great movie.
That sucked.
Oh, whoa.
I do want to see the new Bill Burr that new Bill Burr movie. That looks kind of funny.
You didn't like the King of Staten Island?
I thought it was weak.
Okay. We're gonna get back on topic though.
Did you really like it?
I did.
Okay.
I really like him too. His stand up was really good.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, some of
his SMD good. Special, great. But Joe, back to the topic at hand.
All right.
You said David Spade's worth $100 million.
Yeah, that's what my guess.
And I said 350. David Spade 70. Yeah, I overshot it on that.
All right. I like the way we act like that's not much.
Yeah, that must be hard being Adam Sandler's sidekick.
And I wouldn't doubt Spade's worth more than that, but whatever. I mean, that dude, he's just been making money since early 90s.
Yeah. Speaking of Adam Sandler's sidekick, what's Adam Sandler's net worth, Joe?
Oh, Sandler's is going to be way up there because he owns that production company. So
Happy Madison.
I must say Sandler is going to be listed at like right around 450 mil.
450 mil? I was thinking 6. I'm going to go 600 million.
All right.
Adam Sandler, 420.
All right. Not too bad.
Joe's killing it. You're like right on.
I just know my comedians, people. Not really.
So 3 of the 5 people in the room right now.
We should go favorite comedians one of these podcasts.
Okay, I'll add that to my notes. But since these other 3 don't know what we're talking about, let's talk Tom Chambers. What's his net worth?
Chambers gonna be up there. I would say he's worth 14 million.
14 million? Actually, I would. Yeah, because contracts weren't as big back then.
But he's continuing to make money.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 14 mil.
I'm going to go 10. Tom Chambers is 5 million.
Okay. What what do I know? That surprises me. I wonder what kind of contracts they get doing that local type of
I don't know.
Newscasting who have been doing it for a long time. He's been doing it for a while.
Yeah, I think as long as I can remember, Tom Chambers has been a part of it.
Best play-by-play. I'm talking any sport out there. I'm going to go Al McCoy.
Yeah, Al McCoy. That's what I was just saying.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah, Al McCoy.
All right.
But
I agree.
Jeff Breen.
Shout out Al McCoy. Hit us up.
Jeff Breen? I think that's his name. The guy that's like, bang. I love him, too. His voice is great.
All right.
Joe, we're going to start moving into the heavy hitters.
Okay.
What's Elon Musk's net worth?
I think right around 242 bill.
242 billion. I'm going to say it's not quite that high. I'm going to say 125.
He's got to be in the twos.
Maybe. Let me get here to the list. Elon Musk, 225.
Okay.
So you were closer.
Okay. I win what? $1 billion?
Yeah.
Cool.
Elon will give you $1 billion.
Hit us up, Elon.
Jeez, I just lost my notes here. Where did we go? Oh, here we go. All right. After Elon Musk's, we got Jeff Bezos.
Oh, he's going to be worth 220 bill.
That's, I think I was debating 215 or 220. So I'm going to go 215. Only 148 billion.
Oh, wow. The poor guy.
Must be hard to be poor.
148.
Yep. All right, Joe, I'm going to throw out the next 2 names.
All right.
I'll be surprised if you know them. I'll be surprised if you don't.
All right.
But I'll be more surprised if you know them and less surprised if you don't.
The names?
Yeah.
All right.
But I'll explain to you who they are.
Okay.
Where'd they go? Right here. Larry Page. What's his net worth? you know who that is?
Well, I know a guy named Larry Page.
I doubt it's the guy that you know personally.
No,
Oh.
his name's not Larry. It's somebody else, actually. I don't know who that is.
Larry Page is one of the 2 founders of Google.
I'll go. He's worth $6 billion.
$6 billion? I honestly have no idea, but yeah, obviously being one of the co-founders of Google, you've got to be worth some money. I'm gonna go 12 billion. I'm gonna just take yours and double it. So Larry Page is worth 115.7 billion.
Worth a little more.
Yeah. So I already saw the net worth of this next guy because it was so close.
All right, I'll get close.
So let's see if you can get it.
All
See
right.
how close you get.
All right.
But it is Sergey Brin. He's the other co-founder of Google.
Well, 118 billion.
111.
I was close.
You were.
You pretty much told me the answer from the other one, but
yeah, pretty much. So Joe, we're getting up there. We're close.
All right.
Once we start monetizing this podcast, because right now we're just doing this for the fun of it.
All right.
But once we start monetizing, we're set. So Joe, what I think we're gonna do here is we're gonna have an ad read, and then we're gonna have a special guest on.
All right. Sounds good.
All righty.
I'll grab them.
Yeah, go ahead and grab them, Joe. All right. So, something that you guys need to know about me, and you can't tell because of my clothes, I'm overweight. But there is something out there that can change that. Everyone wants this lose weight quick, and there is a way, right? And it's changing people's lives. I may try it someday. And Colby, I know that you are a subscriber to this.
Okay.
Mountain Multifit.
Yep.
Coming to you, helping you lose weight. Now, Mountain Multifit. You're thinking, what is this? A pill? Is it a shot? Semaglutide? Is it whey protein? No. It is a gym. Get in the gym, folks. So, Colby, tell me, what's it like going to Mountain Multifit? What's the vibe?
The vibe is it's full of these junior high kids because I go right after school is over.
Okay.
And like high school kids who would go to the gym or at practice. So that's why I go then.
Okay.
And it's moms and it's these
Hot
junior
moms?
high boys. But I don't know if I should say.
That's really wrong. Don't say that. Okay. He did not mean that. Sorry, he did not mean
I
that.
did not mean that.
So, let me ask again. Hot moms?
No, he
Beautiful
can't. He's
women.
not allowed to say that.
All women are
Celeste, have you been
queens.
to the gym?
No.
But if you were to go to Mountain Multifit,
Yeah.
hot moms?
I'd say like there's a mix of both.
Okay. The reason I ask is because I do know that there are hot moms going
Mm-hmm.
because my wife goes.
Yeah, he can't say that though. I don't go.
And you're not a mom.
And you're not a mom
So that would be weird.
yet. 9 months. Get
down.
ready.
Mountain
Calm down.
Multifit's ad read is really a pregnancy announcement for Celeste.
It's a boy.
They're having some dumbbells.
Blue or pink dumbbells. Go to Mountain Multifit. Oh, I didn't say. It is like there's junior high boys, but they're all very nice and they're sweet.
Very
so I
nice.
like going. I like it.
Are they over there? They have like the barbells and they keep doing this like in Fortnite, like they're switching their weapons
Yeah.
and they just go over their backs.
They're cranking 90s. They're clapping sweats.
Are they no scoping?
They're no scoping. They're rocket riding. They're boogie bombing.
But there's
They're
one
hitting
thing.
the chug jug.
Ew.
No, those are all things.
These are real.
They
Those
just
are real
sound
things.
very wrong.
But, no, but the one thing with this generation is I bet you at the gym, they're going no builds because not one of them knows how to use a power tool. Guaranteed.
And they're not playing solos. They're only
They're not.
doing duos and squads.
Duos and
I'm only
squads.
going solo though.
Well, we'll get one of the hot moms I know, Tally, to go with you.
She did go my first time because I was too self-conscious to go alone, and it was really helpful. But
Tally.
at MMF, you don't need to feel self-conscious because there is some corners you can hide in.
Good.
There's
Tally,
a lot of walls.
on a scale of thumbs down, middle thumb, and thumbs up, how would you rate Mountain Multifit of Snowflake? Thumbs up.
Thumb up.
That's expert testimonial. This is a woman who has gone to many gyms. The Snowflake High School gym, Snap Fitness, the gym in our apartment complex in Mesa, now Mountain Multifit.
Many.
I mean, she's been to more than one.
Well-versed. More
Well-versed.
than me.
And this is her gym of choice. So, hey, why don't you guys log on to the Mountain Multifit website today? Get yourself a membership located right next to Bits, Rodeo Video, Perfect Prints, right there. It's across, what is that? 4th South? They've replaced Perfect
Yeah, they
Prints.
are.
I haven't been, again, I don't go to the gym. How would I know that they've replaced it? So, join me and millions of other Americans in registering yourself for Mountain Multifit today.
That's Mountain Multifit /TenderMercies
For 10% off your first month.
TREYANDJOE.
You'll be able to hit the chug.
Hit the chug jug at Mountain Multifit today.
Amen.
All right, Gary.
How you doing?
YouTube. This is Gary.
Hi, YouTube.
So for those of you who listen to this coming Tuesday's episode, or for you guys, it's the episode that just came out on Tuesday, you guys know about Gary. So we're going to talk to Gary a little bit about why he got talked about on Tuesday's episode. So
I guess I missed that.
no, no, it hasn't come out yet.
Oh, okay.
For us, you guys haven't heard it. I just finished editing it.
All right.
So Gary, I'm going to read you the review you left us here.
Oh, all right.
So, from Gary, loved your choice in movies. For comedies, have you seen My Blue Heaven? Tell me a little bit about My Blue Heaven.
Steve Martin, he's funnier than heck in that show. It's got all kinds of funny people. It's been years since I've seen it, but it's one of my favorites. I need to watch it again.
I've never seen it. I don't know if I've ever even heard of it.
You haven't heard it?
No, so I might have to get in and watch that one because I do like Steve Martin.
He's a gangster that has to go into
Go undercover or what?
No, what do you call it? Like when you gotta testify in court.
Oh,
you go into, I can't remember what the word for it is.
Like a trial.
Anyway, it's funny.
Gotcha.
You'll have to watch it. Watch My Blue Heaven.
Okay. And then you asked about the vacation movies.
Yeah, the first Vacation is the best, but
are those the Chevy Chase movies?
Yeah, the Chevy Chase movies. We watch them every Christmas.
I watch
Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I watch Christmas Vacation every year.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Christmas Vacation is like it's a classic. Now it's kind of a cult classic.
Yeah, but have you heard like the rumors? I don't know if they're rumors, but the people talking about Chevy Chase.
No, I haven't heard anything about him. What's going on?
I guess he was really hard to work with as an actor.
Oh, right.
Nobody really liked
him.
him.
I did hear that.
It is tough though because I do like I think that he's a really funny guy, but
yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. And then you said loved the story from Joe about the '93 Suns games.
Yeah, that
sweet
was
little story.
That was a fun time, and that was a sweet story about him watching those games with his mom.
Yeah.
That was a tough time for the Lyman family.
Yeah.
And for Joe.
But, yeah, especially Joe being the youngest.
Yeah. Yep.
But Gary, that was a very sweet review, but we have an issue.
Oh yeah.
We have 5-star reviews across the board. We've been averaging 5 out of 5 stars.
And I gave you a 4.
And you gave me a 4. So I'm not saying you have to change it, but
Okay.
walk me through it. What happened?
Maybe I just, when I was filling it out on the podcast form, I just didn't get it right. I don't know.
No, that's exactly what Lindsay said. Lindsay goes, I guarantee you he went to hit 5 and his big finger hit 4 before it hit 5 and then sent it.
I don't know.
No,
But
it's all good.
It's like I said in the text. You guys, all you got to do is find your niche.
Yeah.
And this place is going to take off.
Of course. And that's why we've got the YouTube. So for those of you listening, share this with your friends. But no, we appreciate having you on here.
Fun to be here.
Yeah. And before you go,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about the places you've lived and the favorite place that you've lived out of the
Okay.
vast list.
All right. Okay. So I've lived all over and all over a small area.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, my dad lost his mind and bought Rough Rock Trading Post. And we moved from Mesa out to Rough Rock on the reservation. And I went to high school in Holbrook. And then after I was married, we moved to Snowflake. And then we lived in Show Low for a little while. And then we ended up over in St. John's, and that's where we raised our family, was in St. John's. And now we're back in Mesa. So we made this circle. So I've lived in most of these little towns up here, and it was fun. Holbrook was awesome. I really think I lived in Holbrook in its heyday.
Mm-hmm.
I really think we raised our kids in St. John's in its heyday. Not that they're any better or worse now than they were then, but that's just what it seemed like to me.
Yeah.
But I had a ball going to high school in Holbrook. It was awesome. I left, friends in there that I miss. We moved to Snowflake and lived here for a little while, and we left here and we left family and friends that I miss.
Yeah.
Same in Sholo, we had made new friends, and I miss those guys. The fun part is in all these little towns, I made new friends and I got to know family better because I have family in all these towns. That was really fun, and it's so fun when I get to see them again. As you're traveling around, you see your friends and your family, and
All these years later.
yep, all these years later, and it's so fun to see them. All of them are great. There's really not a nickel's worth of difference in all these little towns. I loved them all. The only difference is the names.
With
That's
that
it.
being said, you have to leave Mesa. You got to leave the valley. You're coming back up the mountain. Where are you going?
Well, we've talked about that, but
Ooh,
we've
got some
talked
news.
about coming back up here. But it's not anything for sure yet, so I can't say.
Ooh.
So
Anything with that house you may have been looking at the last time you guys were up here?
no,
Oh,
that one we had to pass on that one. But we do have an RV up here in Snowflake, so it's fun.
yeah.
We're staying in the RV right now. It's in October here right now. It's gorgeous weather.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of weekends here in the summertime. It's fun. We love
Gotcha. All right. Well, I could tell just from the way we were talking and the contact that was made that you would live here in Snowflake.
it. I don't know.
No,
Possibility.
I just think inherently because this is where the podcast is in
Oh,
Snowflake, that this is where you'd want to be.
It depends on where the real estate deal is. That's where it'll be.
No, that
Yeah.
definitely makes a huge difference where
Yeah.
the real estate deal comes in. But
Yeah.
all right, Gary. Well, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
This was fun.
Yeah, we'll have to have you on another time.
Okay.
All right.
do it.
See you later.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. All right, Joe. So one of the other requests that I've gotten that people want to see or hear us talk about on this podcast is the origin art of the podcast.
All right.
So it looks like it's in a dirty old bathroom, not very
Right.
well lit. Got some words on the wall.
Right.
What's the origin? Where did that come from?
I think Van Gogh, Vincent Van Gogh.
This was right after he bit his ear off, or not bit his ear off, but
Well, it was
de-eared himself.
sometime around then, like Starry Night time. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's something to do with Van Gogh or a public bathroom in Snowflake.
Yeah. So
Anybody's been in that bathroom and sees that picture, they know where that bathroom is.
I know I have a lot of memory with that picture. So let's walk through the history of this picture. So once I had decided that I wanted to do this, like I wanted to get the equipment, I wanted to try this out, see how it went.
Right.
I download the apps that I was going to need, and Colby to the family group chat sent the picture that is the bathroom. Because he works for the Snowflake town depart, like the town of Snowflake,
Right.
and he was in there, took a picture of it, and then sent it to the group chat, and we're all like, ew, like that's disgusting, that's gross. And I don't know who decided that we needed to make that the cover photo for our podcast, but that idea was thrown out, everybody in the group chat loved it. Tally took it, added the words for us, and she did a good job. It like if you don't look at it too close, it does look like those words are in the bathroom.
Right.
And I'm thinking of stealing Colby's keys and going in and actually like painting the Tender Mercies on the wall.
Good idea.
That way everybody knows, and people are going to start coming to Snowflake because they want to
take the pilgrimage
to Snowflake, get a feel for the culture that is Tender Mercies, and that's going to be one of the hot spots, one of the landmarks of the podcast that you're going to want to hit.
Yep.
Because near there is where pickleball happens.
And El Cupidos.
But the reason I bring up pickleball, Joe, last episode we talked about...
So far, I have no idea what you've talked about this thing, but I like it.
Pickleball?
Because it's a lot of motivational, like Stuart Smiley. You know who that is? Stuart Smiley from SNL, or
no.
Or Jerry Springer's final thoughts.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Jerry Springer's final thoughts.
All right.
And to our listeners, no, I still haven't looked it up, and I'm sorry.
All right.
But now let's go with our final thoughts here on pickleball. So last episode we talked about the ins and outs of pickleball, right? Whether you're within the lines or you're out. But Joe, today I want to talk paddles.
All right.
Okay, you can go to Walmart, you can spend $10 and you'll get a pack of 2 wooden paddles and 4 very, very cheaply made pickleballs.
Right.
And that's fine if you're going to play pickleball one time.
Okay.
If you're a Joe Lyman of pickleball,
and you'll never play, go on.
That's fine.
Okay.
Those will work.
All right.
But if you're like me, you go to Joe's sister Karen and steal 2 of her paddles so that you and your wife can play.
That's a good idea.
And let me tell you,
she doesn't need it now.
No, and I don't think she listens, so I think we're fine.
All right.
And so that's what I did. But then I hear of these people, they're spending $200, $300 on these pickleball paddles, and I'm like, you could be paying for a house with that.
Yeah.
1 month mortgage.
Okay.
1 month mortgage. If you buy a 1-bedroom apartment for $60,000 with no interest. No. But Joe, the paddle has nothing to do with it.
All right.
How good of a player are you?
Go.
So there's different levels. I'm what people consider to be a 5.0.
Okay.
Tally's about a 4.5. And just to put that in reference, Jason, I'd say, is probably about a 1.5. Chris, she's a 2.0.
Okay.
Karen, I'd say she's about a 3.
All right.
3.0.
All right.
And for those of you listening, you're thinking, oh, the better you get, the lower your number. No. The people who are playing in 5.0s, 5.5s, those are the people that are making big money for winning tournaments.
Cool.
So what I'm saying, Joe, is I'm the best there is.
Yeah, he is.
So PBA, no, is that PBA? That's professional bull riding, or PBR or something.
TBD.
TBD, CBD.
To be determined.
THC. There's too many acronyms in my life, and I don't know. But anyways, Joe, that's been pickleball paddles. But next week, Joe, let's talk about the net. Why is it lower in the middle and higher on the sides?
Okay.
I don't know, but I'll research it and we'll talk about it.
All right.
Joe, you're gonna know so much about pickleball by the time this podcast is over.
Good.
But Joe,
Yep.
do you have anything for me?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, attendees, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Let us know how the audio and the video quality is on YouTube. I'm interested to see how this goes. We got Colby on the video tonight. Thanks, Colby.
I'll be off after this.
and we'll have Celeste help him out. That's my shout out to Celeste.
Celeste will be your new co-host.
Awesome. We'll have Celeste as my co-host. But if that's all you got, Joe, I'm going to end it with a little bit of later Lobos.
Later, Lobos.